If you've ever found yourself checking your phone without thinking, binge watching content you don't even enjoy, or struggling to get basic tasks done, this isn't just a lack of willpower. It's dopamine, and it's got you hooked. Let's break it down. Dopamine is often called the feel-good chemical, but that's not quite right. It's not about pleasure, it's about anticipation. It's the surge you get when you're about to do something rewarding. Your brain doesn't release dopamine when you're enjoying the cake. It releases it right before, when you see it, smell it, crave it. Dopamine drives you. It motivates behavior. It says, do this, you'll feel good. That's great when you're chasing things like meaningful relationships, creative work, or physical fitness. But in today's world, we've flooded the dopamine system with shortcuts: sugar, likes, porn, viral videos, endless scrolls. These aren't just distractions, they're synthetic dopamine hits, on repeat. And your brain, it adapts. The crash after the high. See, your brain doesn't want to be overstimulated forever, so when it's hit with repeated high-frequency dopamine spikes, it starts dialing things down. Fewer receptors, less sensitivity. The same hit doesn't feel as good. So you chase more screen time, more sugar, more novelty. But ironically, the more dopamine you chase, the less motivated you feel. Why? Because the baseline starts to drop. Things that used to bring you joy, reading, going outside, building something, feel flat, bland, effortful. This is the dopamine trap. The more you seek it, the less you feel it. That's the addiction cycle. And no, we're not just talking drugs here. This is neurological hijacking by design, engineered into your apps, your feeds, your habits. Symptoms: you're hooked. Ask yourself, do you find it hard to enjoy things that don't give you an immediate reward? Do you bounce between apps, tabs, or tasks every few minutes? Do you feel restless or bored when you're not being stimulated? Do you procrastinate even on things that matter? If so, you're likely dealing with dopamine dysregulation. It's not a moral failure. It's not laziness. It's biology. And once you see it, you can undo it. The dopamine detox, but not what you think. Let's get this straight. You don't need to live in a cave, quit your job, or throw your phone in a lake. You need to retrain your brain to recognize and respond to sustainable rewards again. This isn't about cutting everything fun out of your life. It's about resetting your baseline so normal activities feel rewarding again. Here's how. 1. Identify the overstimulators. Start with brutal honesty. What are your personal dopamine junk foods? Instagram, TikTok, YouTube rabbit holes, late-night snacking? Identify the triggers that give you rapid hits with no real effort. You can't break the loop if you're not aware of where it starts. 2. Create friction. Delete apps from your phone, turn off notifications, move the TV remote out of reach. Dopamine loves ease. If you make the unhealthy choice just a little harder to access, the craving weakens. One extra step is often enough to stop the loop. 3. Replace, don't remove. The brain needs rewards. You can't just strip dopamine away and expect to thrive. So swap the fast dopamine for slow dopamine, the kind that comes from effort and mastery. Things like exercise, reading a challenging book, learning a skill, cooking from scratch, deep conversations, solving problems. These activities build neural resilience. They take work up front, but deliver deeper, longer-lasting satisfaction. 4. Time block your hits. Instead of random dopamine hits all day, confine them. For example, 30 minutes of social media at 6 p.m. That's it. This gives your brain structure and restores balance. You're telling it when reward is appropriate, not just letting it interrupt everything. 5. Practice stillness. Your brain needs quiet, Schedule 10 to 20 minutes a day of no stimulation, no phone, no music, no scrolling. Just sit. Let your mind wander. It'll be uncomfortable at first, like an itch you can't scratch. But that discomfort, it's the withdrawal. It's your brain recalibrating. Over time, stillness becomes clarity. 6. Sleep like it matters. You can't out-hack bad sleep. Dopamine production and receptor sensitivity rely on circadian rhythm. Go to bed at the same time, block blue light, stop eating late. Sleep is the original brain detox. 7. Start small, stack wins. Don't try to overhaul your entire life in a week. Pick one habit, one trigger, replace one loop. The goal is momentum. Each win builds your baseline. Each new healthy habit increases your dopamine sensitivity again. What happens after the reset? The first few days feel weird, boring. You'll crave the buzz. But then something clicks. You'll feel focus again. Deep focus, the kind you forgot existed. Joy returns to simple things. You laugh more. You look people in the eye. You finish projects. You feel human again. That's not just chemistry, that's you, underneath the hijack. Your brain isn't broken. It's plastic. It can change, but it needs your help. And the longer you stay in the loop, the deeper the reprogramming required. Why we're talking about this now. Dopamine addiction isn't fringe anymore. We're raising a generation whose first reflex isn't to think, it's to scroll. Kids are hooked before they can form real habits. Adults can't finish a book. And couples are zoning out beside each other while their phones light up their faces. We're training ourselves to abandon depth, to fear boredom, and to avoid any moment that doesn't come preloaded with novelty. That's a crisis, not a quirk. And if we don't interrupt the pattern, we risk becoming incapable of real satisfaction. Everything becomes a hollow chase. The real cost of dopamine addiction. Let's stop pretending this is just a productivity issue. Dopamine dysregulation is fueling anxiety, depression, loneliness, and social fragmentation. We're more connected and more miserable than ever, not because of what we have, but how we consume it. When every reward is instant, we forget how to work for anything. When every distraction is one tap away, we lose our ability to be present. And when our brains are trained to need constant stimulation, we miss the richness of real life, the quiet joy, the delayed reward, the hard-won peace. Final thought. Dopamine isn't your enemy. It's the compass of your behavior. The goal isn't to eliminate it, it's to reclaim control over it, because the quality of your life depends on what you find rewarding. And right now, many of us are chasing sparks while our fires burn out. So start the reset, rebuild the system, reclaim your focus, your time, your drive. It won't be easy, but that's exactly the point. The harder path is the real reward. Ready to break free? Then stop scrolling, put the phone down, and take one real action. You'll be amazed at how different life feels when your dopamine is working for you, not against you. Thank you for spending time with us today. Remember to take care of each other and be well.